Hey, James. Nice to have you once again for another bonus episode on the Conversion Podcast. Another very broadly applicable example to walk folks through once again today, specifically looking at how experimentation optimization can be used to improve their paid performance. Once again, I'll let you set the scene.
Cool. Thanks, Matt. This one, a couple of examples to sort of illustrate the point of trying to optimize paid channels, which are often quite short. So in this one, we had a customer who was running a lot of paid search ads, both branded and non-branded. They had a very simple funnel, SaaS style product, land on the landing page, value propositions, what the product works, and then sign up, get your sort of trial or get started, right? So in this one, we did a pretty conventional approach where we've got a control experience and there's not a whole lot. You can see the whole page on the slide here on the left-hand side, not a lot of information related to the product. And so the concept was basically, let's talk more about the different features and value propositions of the product, expand the page a little bit, and then add a bunch more options or opportunities to get started, right? When someone sees the type of content that aligns with what they were after, whatever feature or component of the product that got them here, they click and they're ready to convert. And tried and tested methodology of better product comprehension, more information, more conversion opportunities. How can it possibly fail? It failed, or at least it didn't really do anything. The result was flat, no measurable impact. That wasn't the lever that was worth pulling on this page. There was something else going on. Customers had enough product information. So what was the thing that we could play with on this page? What could increase conversions for this relatively straightforward and simple funnel? And what we decided to start looking at was the entry point. What's the context people have coming into this page that might be changing things around? So are we considering consistency of messaging along this user journey? Are they coming in with one expectation that the page isn't delivering on, or vice versa? And when we worked on this with the organization, we found that almost all of their top paid ads, both branded and non-branded, were using the term free and free trial, most importantly, in the primary copy. So the H1, the link you're going to click, all talking about free trials. And when you land on the page, we're not. That's kind of hard to see here, but in the control experience, the very first time you see the word free or a trial is at the absolute bottom of the page with the closing conversion action. But up top, we're not talking about anything related to a trial, let alone a free trial or how long it starts or anything like that. So in the variation, very simple strategy, not even in the H1, just right above the call to action there, we talked about the free trial. Start your free trial today, exactly what we promised from the paid ad. And then we included the 14 days, which some of the ads talked about, a couple other value propositions of easy setup, you can cancel anytime, and tested that against the control to try to get that symmetric messaging or that scent trail consistent all the way through, match what people are expecting when they're coming from those paid landing pages. And voila, a 7% increase in leads. So it drives home the point, kind of an old point that I think a lot of people forget when they get so deep in the weeds, that the scent trail matters, and especially with how many fractured journeys we have now, running multiple different ads up front, entry points that are bringing customers in, all saying slight different variations of the same thing. Then they land on one static landing page that may not be dynamic. It might not be communicating that same point as effectively as it could be. And so looking at that scent trail, the messaging consistency all the way through, and that symmetry is really important. And as we've seen here, quite impactful if it's done correctly.
And in this case, did it only work for paid traffic, or did it even work for organic traffic as well?
I think it worked in a lot of different ways. We explored it in other areas of the funnel, but I think it was really important for paid traffic because that's really the primary thing that's bringing them in, right? And a free trial is a pretty hard proposition to pass up.
Just a great example too, that obviously it's 7% increase in leads, but definitely what that looks at, like what the effect are and like the actual cost on what they're spending on these ads, all that kind of stuff. Big impact on like budget in terms of like being able to even push more traffic to the site and therefore kind of have that flywheel effect that kind of turns this around. So really cool one. Thank you once again, James.
Thanks, Matt.